InnerQuest explores various pathways through which you can connect with the infinite wisdom of the universe and apply it to personal, professional, and spiritual growth. This program, featuring accomplished practitioners, educators, and authors, is provided by Infinity Foundation, an innovative center for holistic studies and research. We invite you to share this journey with us.
Hello, welcome to InnerQuest. My name is Jay Stone, your host for today, and our guest is Roger Ringo. Welcome, Roger.
Hi, Jay.
Roger has been training people how to communicate with their angels and use their practical intuition for over 24 years. Roger has developed simple meditation methods to facilitate angel communication and trusting hunches. Roger is a certified Roger is a certified spiritual educator and angel consultant with the Americana Leadership College and an ordained minister with the Peace Community Church. Roger, we're going to talk about angels today. Who are our angels?
Well, Jay, our angels are those master souls, guides. They're also referred to as guardian angels. And these are souls that have evolved through planet Earth, gained mastery, and they are here to work with us as we go through our levels of growth and mastery of planet Earth.
Now, do angels have a physical form, or are they all, ethereal?
They would not have a physical body. There are a lot of what you might say white angels here on planet Earth with physical bodies, but this would be a soul or a master who no longer has their physical body, and they're in the ethereal side.
And what about animals? Could animals and places embody angel-like qualities?
Absolutely, absolutely. And there's a lot of different angel experiences with that.
Are you comfortable talking about your angels?
Oh, absolutely.
All right.
I love talking about them.
Okay. Tell our audience about your angels and some of the experiences you've had with your angels.
Well, early on, Jay, I always felt that I was guided in my life. As a teenager, I got myself into a lot of different teenage situations, if you will, and I always felt a guiding force helping me navigate my way out of it. And throughout high school and college, I felt a presence, but I didn't know how to put a word to it, if you will. And then it was later in my middle 20s I encountered some programs, and I wanted to explore this further, that I learned how to work with my angels and how to actually communicate and talk with them. Mm-hmm. One experience that happened in my late 20s that was very, very vivid, and that was I woke up in the middle of the night, and I never wake up. And at the foot of my bed, I saw this kind of a grayish-white apparition type of presence at the foot of my bed, and as I woke up, I could see it, and I had this message kind of like in my heart that said, "Roger, you're never alone." And then and that was all in a split second, and then as my consciousness woke up and I tried to see it, then it slowly dissipated away. But that was one of my first experiences where it really affirmed to me that there is something to this whole angel experience.
And do you think about that angel telling you you are never alone often?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And especially I do a lot of traveling at times, and I know that I can always invoke and call my angels in to be my travel companions, if you will. And you can actually do meditation or prayer without ceasing, and talking to your angels much like a favorite friend.
Well, I just want to tell you, I'll tell you a story and you tell me if I had an angel experience. I woke up at like 2, 3 in the morning, and I thought of my friend Esther Kaplan, and I said, "Oh, Esther, I've got to have you out by the house, and we'll share a good meal, we'll have some good times." And I found out she died about the time, I thought of Esther, and I feel like she came before she left, and I've later learned it's called empathic death experience. Is that an angel moment when you experience a passing of a loved one?
Well, I wouldn't call that It's definitely a spiritual experience and a soul experience where that soul came to you. But in terms of our personal angels, we all have a personal team of guardian angels. And so this would be like and similar, but I wouldn't exactly call it the same thing.
Now, how many members are part of our team of angels?
Well, that's a good question, and it can vary anywhere from 1 to 2 all the way up to 7, 8, 9, or 10.
So it takes anywhere from 1 to 10 angels for a human being to
live their life purpose. And it's very much tied into what am I here to accomplish for my life purpose. And that is, there's 2 main pathways of life here, and that is there are people who've come to work with people or be involved in more of a people environment, and then there's people who've come to work with things. Like I have some friends who just love fixing cars, and that's where their passion and excitement is fixing that car, tuning the carburetor, changing spark plugs, and that's a passion for them, of figuring out that problem. When it comes to people skills, they really don't like helping people. So what we've found through the years of doing angel consultations and working with people, and that is if you have 1 or 2 angels, then you've come to work more with things. If you have 3 or more, you're in the people business.
Uh-huh. And how many angels do you have?
I have 5.
And do you have specific names for your 5 angels?
Well, I don't, because one aspect to that is if I give my angel a name, I'm pinning them down to something that is of a lifetime, if you will. And our guides have had many, many lifetimes. And so I like to just think of them as, or how I work with them is they're a team of the all, and I invoke and call them in. But I do have many friends who have names for their angels.
Now, could some of those angels have been people who once lived on Earth, like Albert Einstein or Plato? Or
oh, absolutely,
yeah.
Absolutely. Because it's all about as a soul becomes a messenger of God, if you will, or an angel, is because they've found that peace and harmony and love and balance of planet Earth. So many of the great masters who've come in and brought great works were definitely, an angel in the spirit of God.
Now, could one angel help more than one human being?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. The beautiful part about being in spirit, there is no limitation. And so in a blink of a moment for us, a soul in the spirit world can do many things.
Now, are angels like God in a sense that they're omnipresent, they're everywhere?
That's correct. I like to view it as they're a messenger of God, and so they're a reflection of that whole or that oneness as well. So there is no limitation.
Now, talk a little bit about the history of angels, because I know, in the Bible there's talk of angels, and religions traditionally had angels. Angels is not something new to our age. It's historical. Can you say a few words on that?
Well, sure. Well, throughout time, religion has always been, the various traditional religions for ages have been advocates of the higher force and angels and messengers of God, and that's throughout various, the Bible and the various books. You have the Native American Indians that referred to as the grandfather spirits. And in all cultures, especially Aboriginal type cultures, there's always a presence or a model for that higher source that's here to help us here on planet Earth. Now,
is one of the goals for human beings to strive for is to be an angel, a helper in the next life?
Exactly, exactly. To me, the whole purpose is evolving through planet Earth, elevating my state of consciousness so I master those lessons of Earth, and then as I don't need no longer to come back, I can become an angel for others.
Now, how have angels helped you personally?
Well, it's a way of life that's really kind of intriguing. I was sharing earlier, I'm a mechanical engineer by training, and several years ago...
That's your day job, too.
And that's my day job, too. And
yeah.
it's my part-time day job now. I'm doing this kind of on an equal basis. And I was doing...
Which one do you enjoy more?
Well, without a doubt this. Without a doubt this.